We sat at our usual corner table, the restaurant dimly lit and nearly empty. The clink of cutlery and the soft murmur of other diners barely registered. The waiter had just cleared our dinner plates when she looked at me with a strange, practiced calm, her hands folded neatly in front of her. "I want a divorce," she said. I didn't flinch. I had felt this moment approaching for a long time, months, maybe even years. The late nights, the forced smiles, the silence heavy enough to smother any warmth left between us. I saw it coming. I replied, keeping my voice even. Her expression flickered, just briefly, like she had expected more. Tears, pleading, anger. But there was nothing left to give. I reached for my wallet, pulled out a few bills, and laid them on the table. Then I stood up. "Get up," I said. "I have something to show you." She blinked, unsure. "What is it?" "You'll see." Reluctantly, she grabbed her purse and followed me outside. The night air was cool and the street quiet. I opened the passenger door for her, waited until she got in, then drove. We didn't speak. She glanced at me a few times, trying to read my face, but I kept my eyes on the road. Her earlier confidence had started to unravel. 15 minutes later, we pulled into a small parking lot in front of a plain building with flickering sign, "Lock and key storage." She looked confused. "Why are we here?" I didn't answer. I just got out, punched in the gate code, and led her down a row of storage units. I stopped at number 117, took out a key and opened it. A soft yellow bulb buzzed above, casting a faint light over stacked boxes, old furniture, and a large safe. "What is all this?" she asked. "This," I said, "is what I've been preparing while you were pulling away from our marriage." She stared, not quite understanding. I walked over to the safe, turned the combination lock, and opened it. Inside were documents, hard drives, photos. I pulled out a folder and handed it to her. She opened it slowly. Bank records, messages, screenshots, receipts. The color drained from her face. "I know about Ryan," I said. "The dinners, the weekend trips, the money you moved into that account you thought I didn't know about." Her mouth parted, but no words came out. "You were spying on me," she finally whispered. I was protecting myself. I stepped back, giving her space. "You were pretending to be my wife while planning your exit. I didn't stop you because I needed to be sure." She shook her head, lowered herself into a dusty old chair in the corner. "So what now?" "Now you get your divorce, but not on your terms." I pulled out a second folder, thicker, heavier. "This is the revised agreement. You'll walk away with what's fair, but no more. I won't let you burn down what we built while you smile like nothing happened." "You can't do this," she murmured. "I can, and I am." Tears welled up in her eyes, finally breaking through. I could have gone public with this. Court your family, your boss. But I didn't, because I'm not you. This isn't revenge. This is closure. She stared at the floor, silent. "You want it out. Fine. I've already signed my part. All that's left is your signature." She wiped her face, stood up slowly, and didn't say a word. "I loved you once," I said, "but love doesn't survive betrayal." I closed the storage unit, turned the key, and we walked back to the car in silence. The ride home felt longer than the drive there. When we reached the driveway, she opened the door without a word and went inside. I stayed outside a moment longer, watching her disappear into the house we once called home. The next morning, she signed the papers. No arguments. No pleas. A week later, she moved out. We never spoke again. And we didn't need to. Some endings aren't about revenge. They're about finally being able to breathe.